So after leaving Ruby Beach, Shelley and I headed down to Astoria, Oregon for the night. The next morning we got up and drove across the really big bridge that goes across the Columbia River to Cape Disappointment, which lived up to its name as we were dodging scattered showers and heavy overcast most of the day. Once we got to Cape Disappointment, we parked near the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center and took the 1.25 mile trail one way down to the lighthouse. We're talking some really gorgeous scenery along that route. You get out to where the lighthouse is and you can just see the big ships moving through into the mouth of the Columbia River, and it's gorgeous. It's well worth the walk. It's a little strenuous. It's uphill both ways because you kind of go down into a valley on the way out there. I took some photographs out there. I didn't like them as much as what I could get from the Interpretive Center or from the beach. This first one here, this is a composition that's found near the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, and the clouds kind of helped me that day. I really liked the composition. I wish there would have been a few more breaks in the clouds, but you know, that's what you get when you're doing a road trip as a landscape photographer. You have to deal with what you have on location. So after Shelley and I visited the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center and walked around the grounds around it, we lingered in the old Coastal Defense Battery. There's quite a few compositions of these old coastal defense units where the big guns would protect the mouth of the Columbia River. These coastal forts were used throughout North America around key entry points for the U.S. from the sea up until the end of World War II. They were slowly phased out over time as newer defense strategies came around. But they make some of the greatest old history pieces to just photograph now. If you ever get a chance to visit Cape Disappointment, spend some time at the Battery. So after photographing at the Battery, Shelley and I hopped in the car and drove down to Waikiki Beach at Cape Disappointment. Yes, it's the same name as the one in Hawaii. This one is a little bit cooler and has a lot of logs washed up on the shoreline, but it makes for a great photograph of the Cape Disappointment lighthouse in the distance. After that, we were done dodging rain for the day, so we headed back across the big bridge and the Columbia River back to Astoria. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications of the next video I post, which next time we will be visiting the wreck of the Peter Airedale in Fort Stevens Park in Oregon. Stay tuned.